Cliff, brilliant news that we're talking about a 4-3 victory. 97 minutes was the winning goal. I think the whole game went on for 100 minutes. Now, I mean, Alex Ferguson's retired now, so that's not Fergie time. Have you created Cliff time now?
I'd like to think so, especially when we're behind and we need that clock to just pause for a little bit. But no, I was delighted with their work ethic, the fact that things weren't going their way and they still kept going and kept going. And at home, that's sometimes what you need. You need to keep going against the odds, and you know, where they were in the table, where we were in the table, and that's a fantastic result.
Some brilliant goals as well. Aaron Gale started things off, but Aveley responded very quickly. But some well taken goals.
Yeah, Billy was superb in their box. He was a real menace all game and took his goals really well. And the third goal was down to him as well. So really pleased with his effort today. Put him in a different position, and he's responded with 2 goals.
It was an enthralling first half. What was your main message to the players at half time?
I think they came in a little bit negative. A few of them were arguing on the pitch, and they didn't think they'd perform that well because they conceded a few sloppy goals. But I said to them, you know, you've still got to appreciate the fact that Aveley is riding high in the table. So when you look at it from that perspective, it is a good achievement that you're in here, still in the game at half time, and now you've seen everything they're going to throw at you. So now you know exactly what to prepare for in the second half. And they went out there and just run them into the ground.
Some brilliant saves from Sandwich. He's been a real key player for you, somebody that you've inherited, and so many people have said that he's possibly the best keeper in the league. Would you go along with that?
Oh, without a doubt. From what I've seen, by far, and you know, it's going to be a task for this club to keep hold of someone with that much ability and that much quality. And he was worth his weight in gold today. I mean, their manager said to me they must have recorded 30 odd shots at him, and he was like a wall. He was you know, fantastic today, and I said to him after the game, that's what we need from you every week. The save after save after save gives us a chance to stay in the game. At 3-2 they could have made it 4-2, but you know, you not only got to get past our defence, you've got to get past him as well. And he's, at the moment, playing with loads of confidence. And must say to Ricky, who coaches him as well, that the 2 of them are just a pleasure to work with.
The second half did seem to be a bit more of an uphill battle compared to the first. LB and Stevenson were causing you problems. Before we turned it on its head, were you thinking about changes? Were you even considering whether you should come on, because it did look a bit more of an uphill battle?
At the time I was more contemplating on getting a bit more quality in the final third. We were sloppy in possession in the final third, and on the counter, which is what most teams are going to play away from home, Stevenson was causing us quite a few problems. And I had him at Malden with me, so I was aware of his ability, and as soon as he was on the ball you could see that he was going to cause a few problems. So I was really pleased that towards the end, when the game did turn, and I have to admit that in a time when I felt that they were trying to waste time and see the clock down, that our fans had got on top of some of their weaker characters in their team, and they lost a bit of focus, and all of a sudden our team picked up on it, and that is for me when the 12th man comes into its own then, and that's sometimes why it's good to play at home.
You took off a new signing quite early on, Yusuf. Can you tell us about that decision?
Yeah, it was a bit of a gamble. He's come in this week. He's only a young lad. He's sort of been released from Watford, and he had a fantastic training session. Looked really sharp. And then I tried him out in a new role today to try and nullify the threat that they possess down that side. Put him a slightly more defensive-minded player, and as you could see, their fullbacks were very attack-minded, and no matter what we did going at them, they came back at us 3 times as quick. So I decided to just fight fire with fire and make it end to end by bringing Reece on. And Reece was going to just get up and down for me, and eventually he won me the game.
And in terms of the other signings, obviously Joe O'Carroll will be a bit of a coup for you.
Yep, Joe's a good friend of mine. I used to play with him at Barnet. He probably won't want me telling everyone that he has got international experience. So what I wanted from him was to offer his experience to all the young lads, and had another voice in the dressing room. Stefan and Ade were recommended to me highly from another close friend of mine, and I think they just need a run of games and we're going to see the quality. Ade's is another one who's quick as lightning and very exciting. And Stefan's really technical and decent on the ball, and he can pick a pass. Also he can go forward and get in the opposition box as well. So I think both of them fit into the mould of what I'm trying to create here, and you can't forget that they're only young, and I thought James again, young James at the back, gave me another solid performance, and the kid's only been playing under 18 football, and he's just getting better and better every week, so I was really pleased.
And that drama in stoppage time, 2 goals to get to 3-3, and then there was a bit of an elbow on somebody, I think, and they had a sending off, and they just capitulated,
yes.
Didn't they?
I mean, I didn't see any of the incident, didn't see anything that happened. I was sort of focused on us, picking up that momentum, going for the kill, and I was really pleased with their attitude and the way they just went at Aveley. Classic case of sort of smelling blood and going for the kill, and that's football, unfortunately. You're minutes away from winning a game, and next thing you know, it's spun on its head and you end up losing.
And when Billy Hunt hit the post and it rebounds to Reece Morgan, I mean, are you leaping about inside, or are you staying calm because you're a manager now?
Inside I was nearly sort of deflated because I thought, well, how the hell did he hit the post from there? And then I was, I couldn't really see where Reece was, but I could see the fans celebrating before he put it in. So I thought, oh, it must be one of our players out there first. So I was sort of mixed emotions on that one.
And just finally, how important is it to use today and the way that it finished as a sort of stepping stone to push on now and pull ourselves away from the relegation zone?
Oh, it's massive. It's all about momentum. Getting a run of wins together, or decent performances, and just building on it week in, week out, because we're going through a tough period of games where near enough everyone we're playing is above us in the table. So according to the league table, we're not expected to get any points from these games, but the fact that they've got me 3 wins now is a credit to them. So that's all I can ask for, and if they can get me a couple more wins to guarantee us safety mathematically, then we can play with a bit more freedom.
Okay, thank you very much.